You are looking for your first job, but where do you start? Your CV is still the most important document in the application process. This is what recruiters and employers look at first. Research has shown, however, that recruiters only look at your CV for 6 seconds on average. So how do you create a CV that stands out? We'd love to show you how.
Waar ik op let als ik naar een cv kijk, of alle relevante informatie erop staat. Maar het cv valt ook echt op als het overzichtelijk en duidelijk is. Niet te veel poespas. Ik zeg ook altijd, hou het kort. Maak het niet te lang. Het liefst 1 pagina, maximaal 2.
Okay, so how do you do this? CVs nearly always have the same components. Let's use Zoe Middle's example and quickly go over it. First, make sure you include your contact details. Do not forget your phone number, email address, and a link to your LinkedIn profile. The second part is optional. This is your personal profile. Your personal profile says something about your personality, your professional experience and knowledge, and your ambitions or what you are looking for. Consider the impression you want to give the reader about you. Make sure that you support what you say. Do you really have a passion for sustainability? Well, where does it show?
Iets wat opvalt op een cv is echt een persoonlijk stukje. Een stukje samenvatting of iets wat vertelt wie jij bent, los van je cv.
Next, education. People new to the workforce usually begin by listing their education. Your most recent education is at the top. You can also include additional information such as an impressive average score, relevant subjects, the title of your thesis, or minors that you completed. These can be adapted for each application to emphasize how they match with the vacancy. Time for the next part, work experience. This includes internships and the most relevant jobs you have had. Also, include the name of your position, your tasks, and responsibilities. Make sure this does not seem like you filled in a generic template and be specific. For example, did you have a side job in the event sector? In that case, include details about the size of the events and what your responsibility was. This part should provide the reader with an impression of what you have achieved and why you would be suitable for the new job. Your extracurricular activities are very important. Here, you show what you did in addition to your study program. This tells employers a lot about you. It can include student committees or experiences abroad, or perhaps you are very active in your sports club or as a caregiver. This can be viewed as a valuable experience. Skills should also be mentioned on your CV. This includes training courses you took, knowledge of particular software, or a foreign language. Again, make sure that they match the position. In the final component, interests, you can add some more personal information about what you like to spend your time on. This adds a personal flavor to your CV and may be a good conversation starter. Be specific. Say South America instead of traveling, for example. People submit the flashiest CVs nowadays. Adapt the layout to your sector and what you want to convey. For legal and research positions, it is often customary to use a traditional layout. In more commercial sectors, or for creative positions, a more modern and creatively designed CV may be appropriate. Whether you add a photograph also depends on the sector and what you think is right. Please note, companies are increasingly using scanning software that does not read all creative CVs well. Check if this is the case beforehand. In short, for your design, 1. Is it easy to scan your CV? You only have 6 seconds after all. And 2. Does the most important information stand out? Make it bold, for example. Finally, we have 3 practical tips. You really do not need to be a Photoshop pro to have a creative CV. There are many programs online that can help you design it, such as Canva. Second, always save your file as a PDF. And third, ask someone you know to check your CV. What impression do they get? Are there any spelling errors? Good luck with creating your CV.